All right, slack about that, but you make your kids grow to be in astonishment, blind with madness. All right, and yeah, blind with madness, basically. Okay. All right, it's all part of judgment from you. How about Shemal Shai? All right, let me see. Let me go ahead and get one or two more in here. All right, this is another one. So this is Deuteronomy 28 and 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. So what do you see out here that should vex you if you know you do if you are in the spirit to see what the hell is going on in America. You see homosexuality. You see transgenders. Okay. You see women leaving their kids, all right, to go party and do drugs. You see um, a corrupt government, okay. You see oppression. You see poverty, okay. You see drug abuse, okay. All right. You see, I want to say, it's not, because we're not black, man, but we see crime. Uh, we see ourselves being coerced to kill one another. All right, kill your brother. Okay, all right. And when I say kill your brother, I mean the individuals that's in the that's in within Israel. All right. You see these things, and these things should make you mad. If they don't make you mad, okay, then something's wrong with you. All right. And those are all, decline, despair, disease, and death type curses or judgments, from Yahweh Hashem Shai. And that's 20 through 46. All right, that's just to name a few. All right, so 47 through 57 is external judgment, such as defeat before the enemy. All right, so let's go. Let's go for this. And it's 47 to 57. All right, so this is Deuteronomy 28 and 50, a nation of fierce countenance, okay? All right, which is, it's America right now, all right? But back then, I'm sure it was the Roman Empire, okay? All right, or every other nation that had us under captivity, okay? However you want to, place it in the history books, okay? Which shall not regard the old nor show favor to the young. All right, especially here in Babylon the Great, aka America, man. Back then, after slavery was abolished, you still had Jake being hung. All right, even during slavery, man, you had little kids out there picking cotton, old men out there picking cotton, and those old men, which the Bible says you need to respect because they have, gray hair. They're honoring, right? They have that gray hair. They have some wisdom. Okay, um, they supposed to be respected. Esau, Edom, and the heathen nation didn't even respect that, man. So even if you fast forward to now, man, Esau, Edom, they show no regard to young or old, man. They shooting Jake down in the streets, okay? They persecuting Jake in any way, shape, or form that they can, and they get away with it, okay? All right, but that's defeat before our enemy, okay? All right, that's what the Lord set up as His judgment for Israel for transgressing His law, statutes, and commandments, which we continually do, which we're doing right now this very second, okay? So if the Lord hasn't destroyed you, either you part of the elect or He's just waiting to destroy you during Jacob's trouble, all right? All right, so this is Deuteronomy 28 and 47. All right, so because thou servest not Yahweh Shem Shai with the joy, thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. All right, so the Lord is blessing us, man. He was giving us everything. All right, He gave us law, statutes, commandments. That made us even more special. Aside from Him choosing Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to be our forefathers, He gave us law, statutes, commandments. He gave Israel law, statutes, commandments. No other nation. All right, He gave Israel law, statutes, commandments, man. All right, and I'm gonna get that. So like, yeah, yeah, 26 and 46. My bad, brother. All right, right here. These are statutes and judgments and laws which Yahweh Shemashai made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. So Moses was given the law, statutes, and commandments, okay, from Yahweh Shemashai to give to Israel, okay? And if you look into that word children, it means sons. Let's go ahead and get it in here, all right? So I hear sons, male child, okay? All right, get back to Deuteronomy 28. Excuse me. All right, because we didn't serve the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy, which Yahweh Shema Shai shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Okay? So if you Google yoke of iron, man, you'll see that it's only talking about, look, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. All right? Look at that. Look at that. They put this around you, okay? And then they put this, I read in an article that, they put that thing, that face mask over your mouth so you couldn't eat while you was out, eat the crops in the field. But there you go, man. All right, the yoke of iron, man. All right, nobody else had this around their neck, man. All right. And then the transmission of judgment to Israel's descendants, 58 and 68, 58 through 68, okay? All right. So that means the judgments from Yahweh Shema Shai will go down to each generation of Israelites, man, okay? All right, that's what that's saying. So here, 28 and 58, Deuteronomy 28 and 58, if thou will not observe to do all the things, select all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, Yahweh Shema Shai, thy power. The Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and thy plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance and sore sickness, and of long continuance. So that's just showing that, hey, these plagues gonna go from generation to generation, okay? And then ultimately, all right, we're gonna be put on the slave ship, which right here you can read in Deuteronomy 28:68. And Yahweh Shema Shai shall send thee into Egypt again, And Egypt, just means bondage. But if you look into the history of the transatlantic slave trade, you go from the Israelites were brought from West Africa to America, and already over here were the other 10 tribes. All right, the Northern Kingdom. They were spread out through the northern country. All right, into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. All right, that land. All right, we won't see it again. All right, and there the land Israel. All right, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. All right, so that's what what happened when we were sold into slavery. All right, we went from the hands of the Africans, that the Hamites that captured us, okay, into the hands of Esau Edom, all right, so-called white men, all right, and he put us into these right here, yokes of iron, okay, and branded us, all right, with his little markings, all right, and that was a judgment for me. How about you now, shine, okay, all right. Back to the Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary. Final judgment referred to in Matthew 11:20 and 24. All right. Let me go back up. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. Matthew 11. Put that red letter on. All right, so this is Lord Yahushua foretelling judgment. All right. And it's 11:20 through 24. All right, then began he to upbraid the cities wherein most of his mighty works were done, because they repented not. So, um, where Israel is scattered at, all right, the Lord's gonna come through and destroy those cities or those countries, okay, because those individuals that knew who they were didn't repent. All right, woe unto thee, Chorazin, Chorazin, woe unto thee, Bethsaida, for if the mighty works which were done in you had been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes. But I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon at the day of judgment than for you. All right, so Tyre and Sidon, they're going to have it easier than Israel, okay? Or Slakia for than these two uh, countries up here. And thou, Capernaum, which are exalted unto heaven, shalt thou be brought down to hell, for if thy mighty works which have been done in thee had been done in Sodom, it would have remained until this day. But I say unto you that it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment than for thee. So Yahweh Shema Shai, he's coming to rain judgment, man. All right. And the Lord's judgment, all right, is nothing to play with. The Lord's judgment, as you see that, some of the things that we had went over that was done to Israel, if he did those things to his people, how much more is he going to destroy these other nations, okay? All right, he's going to do worse to these other nations than he's done to his own people, all right? Because, y'all had Israel in all these captivities, all right? And Y'all just been wreaking havoc on Israel. All right, destroying their minds, destroying their bodies. Okay, destroying our minds and our bodies. Okay, Salaki. All right. All right. This is I'm going into Matthew 24 and 29 through 35. All right. And this is talking about how the Lord is he's gonna judge the world. It's gonna be shaken up. Okay. And it's talking about his return, okay? And the world is going to be shaken by the Lord, by Yahweh Shemel Shai's return, okay? And put that red letter on so you know it's for Yahweh Shai speaking, all right? Nobody else. All right, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. All right, so the world's gonna be shaking. All right, because the world's gonna know Yahweh Shem Shai is coming through. Yahweh Shai is coming through. All right, the Lord Yahweh is gonna be sending His Son. All right, that's what the world is gonna know. And then shall appear the Son of Man. All right, in heaven, and then shall all tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. All right, how about Shemal Shai? All right, how Shai's gonna be in them clouds, man. Everybody's gonna see him, okay? Everybody is, and everybody's gonna be sick. They're gonna be sick to their stomachs, okay? Because of, they didn't believe, they transgressed. All right, they mocked and scoffed the prophets that's been out there teaching for years, starting with the apostles of Great Millstone on down. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. All right, so Israel has been scattered all over. All right, and the men that's been doing this work for decades, all right, for years, pushing this truth, putting their life on the line, risking their jobs, their career, risking losing their family for Yahweh Shem Shai. I pray that those individuals are selected to be Yahweh Shem Shai's elect, okay, because they sacrificing, all right. They made their body a living sacrifice as you're supposed to in Romans the 12th chapter, all right. And I pray that the brotherhood, all right, all of them, all right, make it and endure, okay. And I hope that they are part of the elect, all right. But my point in saying that is that, Israel is everywhere, okay. And it's only going to be 12,000 from each tribe selected, all right. And the Lord knows who's his, okay. But everybody else, man, they're going to be in that great judgment, man. All right, that great judgment is going to come when Yahweh Shem Shai returns and those nuclear missiles get shot out in World War III and hit all countries, especially here in America, all right? It's inevitable that America is going to be destroyed, okay? It's all throughout the scriptures, all right? Um, all right, right here. This is Revelation 19:1, all right? After these things, I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, Hallelujah, salvation and glory and honor and power unto Yahweh Shem Shai, our power. For true and righteous are his judgments, all right? For he hath judged the great whore, okay? We all know who that great whore is, all right? It's America, man, all right? The daughter of Babylon, okay? All right, and Babylon, all right, with Iraq, okay? All right, this is the daughter of Babylon we're talking about, which corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged the blood of his servant at her hand. Okay, so America went to every country, slept with them, did them dirty, put sanctions and tariffs on them, caused war with them. Okay, and the Lord's gonna come down here and judge America, man. All right, so you can like it or not, it doesn't matter. It's not about you liking it. It's about what the Lord is going to do. All right. And who are we to be against Yahweh Shem outside? We are nothing. We are nobody. All right. So with that, I want to say, Call Halan Wah, Yahweh Shem outside by Shem Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of GMS who want to teach well and shalom to all you brothers and sisters that's out there doing this work in all honesty and sincerity. And I want to say Kwam Yashua and the Bible Ball.